Hey y'all, my name is Katie Shawpine and I will be doing a fantasy book talk with y'all today about some books that I've read over the years that I really like to share with y'all. So the first book on my list is Of Poseidon by Anna Banks. This is the first book in the Serena Legacy series. It is a fantasy book and also can be classified as speculative fiction. Told by both main characters, Emma and Galen's point of view. Here is a fish out of water story that sparkles with intrigue, humor, and waves of romance. Galen is the prince of Serena, sent to land to find a girl he's heard can communicate with fish. Emma is on vacation at the beach when she bumps into Galen. Literally, ouch. Both teens sense a connection, but it will take several encounters, including a deadly one with a shark, for Galen to be convinced of Emma's gifts. Now, if he can only convince Emma that she holds the key to his kingdom. So, this is a really cool book because it focuses on characters other than vampires and witches and angels. This book is about mermaids, and you can see how they adapt to life on land and then how they live in water. And there are two other books in this series. The second book in the series is Of Triton, and the third is Of Neptune. So the second book I want to talk to y'all today about is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I'm sure y'all have heard of it. It's a very popular book, which it deserves to be because it's really awesome. It is a young adult novel, fantasy, and also can be classified as speculative fiction. And let me give you a little bit of what the book's about. So, when Clary Frey heads out to the Pandemonium Club in New York City, she hardly expects to witness a murder, much less a murder committed by three teens covered in odd markings. This is Clary's first time meeting the Dark Hunters, warriors dedicated to ridding the earth of demons and keeping odd werewolves and vampires in line. It's also her first time meeting gorgeous golden-haired Jace. Within 24 hours, Clary is pulled into Jace's world with a vengeance when her mother disappears and Clary herself is attacked by a demon. But why would demons be interested in an ordinary mundane like Clary? And how did she suddenly get the sight? The Dark Hunters would like to know. This is a very suspenseful series. There are 5 other books in this series, so it takes a while to read, which is a perfect book to read like over the summer when you don't have anything else to do. The second book in the series is called City of Ashes, and then City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and also City of Heavenly Fire. This book has also been created into a series, and also there's a movie on it too. So that's how you know it's really awesome, but the books are always better. So you should check this one out if you ever get a chance. It's City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. It's the first book in the Mortal Instruments series. The third book that I have on my list is a bit different from all the other ones I'm going to talk about. It is called The Adoration of Jenna Fox by Mary E. Pearson. It is a fantasy novel, and it could also be classified as speculative fiction and also science fiction. And this book is set in the near future of America. It takes readers into an unforgettable journey through questions of biomedical ethics and nature of humanity. So, who is Jenna Fox? 17-year-old Jenna has been told that is her name. She has just awoken from a coma, they tell her, and she is still recovering from a terrible accident in which she was involved in about a year ago. But what happened before that? Jenna doesn't remember her life, or does she? And are the memories really hers? This book is a suspenseful book and a great thriller. You try to figure out if the people telling Jenna Fox who she is are lying to her or telling her the truth. It's a very good book, and it kind of leads you into what our future is going to hold with new medical inventions and how the world will be once everything's basically turned into a city and there's no more nature. There's 2 other books in this series. The second one is Fox Inheritance, and the third one is Forever Fox. The 4th book I'm going to talk about today is another really, really popular series called Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. This is the first book in the Hush Hush saga. Becca Fitzpatrick's New York Times best-selling debut is a page-turning leap into the unknown world of fallen angels. Do you have someone to catch you? When Nora and Patch are forced together as lab partners, Nora would rather fall to her death than put up with the elusive answers to her questions, his teasing, and his infuriatingly handsome face and hypnotizing eyes. It seems Patch was put on this earth to drive her crazy. But before long, Nora's defenses start to break down as her curiosity about Patch heats up. Why does he always seem to be wherever she is and know exactly what she's thinking? How does he know what to say to both attract and repulse her? And what is up with those V-shaped scars on his chiseled back? As their connection grows stronger, Nora's own life becomes increasingly fragile. Nora needs to decide, is Patch the one who wants to harm her or the one who will keep her safe? Has she fallen for one of the fallen? This is the first book in the Hush Hush saga, like I said, and the next book is called Crescendo, and the third book is called Silence, and the fourth book is called Finale. This is a very cool book about angels and humans and how they interact and how angels fall from heaven where they were. A cool thing about this author is she's an American author, best known for writing her New York Times bestseller Hush Hush. But in February of 2003, her husband enrolled her in a writing class for her 24th birthday. It was in that class that Fitzpatrick started writing Hush Hush, and her work was admired. How cool is that? The 5th book and the last book I'm going to talk about today is Fallen by Lauren Kate. This is also another series. Every book I've talked about today is a series. And this is also a fantasy novel, and it can be classified as speculative fiction also, like most of the other books that I've talked about. So what if the person you're meant to be could never be yours? There's something achingly familiar about Daniel Gregory. Mysterious and aloof, he captures Luce Price's attention from the moment she sees him on her first day at Sword and Cross boarding school in Savannah. He's the one bright spot in a place where cell phones are banned and the other students are screw-ups and security cameras watch their every move. Except Daniel wants nothing to do with Luce. He goes out of his way to make that be very clear. But she can't let it go. Drawn to him like a moth to a flame, Luce has to find out what Daniel is so desperate to keep secret, even if it kills her. Dangerously exciting and darkly romantic, Fallen is a page-turning thriller with an ultimate love story. There are 4 other books in this series: Torment, Passion, Rapture, and Unforgiven. This is also a great series. It kind of resembles the series that we talked about right before, Hush Hush. It's a love story. It's kind of on the same lines as the book before. It's a very cool and mysterious book. The whole time you're kind of wondering what's going to happen, so it's very suspenseful. It's a great book to read. The series is also phenomenal. Lauren Kate is a great author. And that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you for watching.